6. It says, "Let your speech always be with grace, as though seasoned with salt, so that you will know how you should respond to each person." The word grace can be translated different ways. Kindness is a common translation or a good translation for the word grace. So it says our speech should always be with kindness. There's some people that's easy some days, and there's sometimes, like there's this one boy who, to me, he was being nice as can be at the after-school program, but to other people, he wasn't sharing this grace. And I know that because of the difficulties he was causing, he was sat on the side, and he was probably meant to be there and stay there. And so I was trying to treat him with as much kindness as I could, but knowing that he was put aside because he hadn't been acting right, and he probably needed to be set aside. But even though I still had to treat him just as good as I treated every other child at that program. There was a kid that came up and they had the box full of crayons, and this kid, smiling, brought the whole box back. "Here you go." And it's easy to treat her with kindness, but I have to treat every single person like that. All the outsiders, the Christians that don't know God. We were joking the other day, we were going to the fire department meeting. I was pulling out of the driveway right here. And I know this guy was messing with me, but he drove up on the sidewalk, pretending like he was going to hit my car, really fast in his truck. And, he's an outsider, he needs Jesus, And so, I just kind of smile at him as he goes by because I know he needs kindness. I know when I see him, I can't get upset about it. He didn't hit my car. I knew he wasn't going to. But even if he had wanted to, can I have my speech seasoned with salt? Now, back in the days, I imagine they didn't have as much seasoning and all the different good things to make food taste better. But they did have salt. That's why if you go somewhere and the food's bland, you put salt on it because it makes it seasoned or taste better. So our speech should be like that all the time. Like at the after-school program, the first part of it was so easy. We're going to play basketball, or this basketball game. And man, it was great. These kids were fired up. They're having the best time. And then we were like, now it's time to do homework. As you might have imagined that I just really didn't see, sometimes, rose-colored glasses the way I see the world. They weren't about doing homework as much as they were playing the basketball game. And so they're like, "Oh, well, I'm going to go." I'm like, no, we got to stay till 4:15. And so they didn't want to do homework. We gave them papers, and, some would draw, some would do homework, some actually used the tutoring, but not all of them. But as I got impatient, as I'm trying to watch the door so that everyone doesn't leave, can I still have my speech seasoned with salt? When things are difficult in life, if I know my speech is not seasoned with salt, sometimes it's better not to say anything. If they're like, "Oh, I'm going to go because of this." If I can't say anything better, I just have to shake my head no. If that's where I'm at spiritually and that's all I can do, it's better to do that than to not have our speech seasoned with salt. The people that don't know God are going to probably hold things against us more than someone that is a Christian.